If you have $25,000 invested by age 25, you could stop saving forever and still retire a millionaire. That's not a trick. It's a forgotten piece of math called your coast number, and almost nobody under 40 has ever heard of it. Today, 6 money rules that quietly built most of the wealth you've ever seen. Rules so old they've been forgotten, but the math behind them never stopped working. Including one rule that tells you the exact dollar amount where you never have to work again. Quick note, this is just my personal research, not financial advice. Let's get into it. Rule number 1, the coast number. And yes, we're starting with the one you've never heard of. The idea is old pension math. There's a point where your portfolio is big enough that compound interest alone carries you to retirement. No more saving. You just coast. Your money works the last 30 or 40 years of the shift, without you. Run the numbers. $25,000 at age 25, 10% average return, 40 years untouched. That becomes $1.1 million. Now the honest fine print, because I'm not selling you a dream. That million is in future dollars, closer to $375,000 in today's buying power. Still, from $25K that you never added to again. Want to know yours? Take the age you want to stop saving, count the years to 65, and ask what lump sum grows to your target by then. Drop your age in the comments and I'll tell you what your coast number roughly looks like. I answer every one. The channel is small enough. Enjoy it while it lasts. Okay, rule 2 is the cheapest one on this list. It costs you exactly 1 night of sleep. Rule 2, sleep on every purchase. It's 11 p.m. The thing is in your cart. The little timer says the deal ends soon. Your grandparents had a boring rule for this exact moment. Anything you didn't plan to buy waits 24 hours. That's it. That's the whole rule. And it's quietly one of the highest return habits in personal finance. Here's why it works. Urgency is a sales tool, not a fact. Sleep once, and most of those carts just die. Kill one impulse buy a week, call it $30, and invest it instead, and that's over $150,000 across a working life. 1 night of sleep, 6 figures. And rule 3? Rule 3 is the reason budgets fail, and what the old money crowd did instead. Real quick, this channel is brand new, and I'm making these videos whether 10 people watch or 10,000. If forgotten math like the coast number is your kind of content, the subscribe button is how you vote for more of it. And the like button genuinely tells YouTube to show this to the next person. 2 seconds, big difference. Back to the rules. Rule 3, pay yourself first. You've heard the words, but everyone runs it backwards. Most people pay rent, bills, groceries, fun, and save whatever survives. Spoiler, nothing survives. The old rule flips it. Savings leave your account the morning after payday, automatically, before you ever see the money. Because here's the psychology. You can't miss money you never met. And this rule is stronger today than when it was invented, because your grandparents needed discipline, and you just need one automatic transfer. Set it once, payday plus 1 day, straight into investments. Willpower is no longer part of your financial plan. Now, Rule 4. Rule 4 is the only genuinely free money in all of finance, and millions of people decline it every single year. Rule 4. Never decline free money. If your employer matches your 401k contributions and you're not taking the full match, you are, right now, turning down part of your own salary. A match is an instant 100% return. No index fund on earth beats it. No stock picker beats it. Warren Buffett, in his best decades, didn't beat it. And how many people decline it? Americans leave billions in matching dollars unclaimed every year, on average over $1,000 per person, per year. Free money declined. So before you optimize anything else in your financial life, match first, always. Rule 5 is next, and it's the one that decides whether the other 5 even matter. Rule 5, never sell scared. Every crash, the same story. Markets drop, headlines scream, and people sell at the bottom, promising to get back in when things calm down. The forgotten rule says, the market's best days hide right next to its worst ones. They come in the same storm. If you're out during the panic, you miss the recovery too. The data is brutal. Miss just the 10 best market days over a couple of decades, and your total return gets roughly cut in half. 10 days, 20 years, half the money. And nobody can tell you in advance which days those are. So the rule stays simple. You don't sell in a storm, you wait it out. One rule left, and it answers the biggest question in money. How much is actually enough? Rule 6, the rule of 300, the payoff I promised at the start. Take your monthly expenses, multiply by 300. That's it. That number is roughly the portfolio where work becomes optional. Old pension math, flipped around from the 4% rule. Spend $3,000 a month, your freedom number is $900,000. Spend $2,000, $600,000. And notice what that formula actually says. Every $100 you permanently cut from your monthly spending shrinks your freedom number by $30,000. That streaming bundle isn't $15 a month. It's $4,500 of retirement you now have to build. The rule of 300 turns every spending decision into a wealth decision. That's why they never should have let us forget it. So, the 6 forgotten rules. Know your coast number, because compounding can finish the job without you. Sleep on every purchase. Pay yourself first, automatically. Never decline free money. Never sell scared. And run the rule of 300, so you actually know what enough looks like. None of this is clever. None of it is new. That's exactly why it works. Here's the thing about old money rules. They survived because they don't depend on the market, the year, or the app you invest with. They depend on you doing boring things repeatedly. Every generation rediscovers them, usually after trying everything else first. You just got to skip that part. Now I'm curious, which rule are you actually starting with this week? Comment the number below, 1 through 6. I want to see which forgotten rule wins. Thanks for watching. Stay calm, stay invested, and remember, the market rewards patience. The koala knows. See you in the next one. Your Finance Koala.